Morning guys, how you doing? It's Monday morning, just a quick update. I won't keep you too long. There's not a real lot to report. We did some analysis yesterday, so we're still sticking with those 5 currency pairs that we identified. If you want to have a look at the technical analysis, just skip back to yesterday's video. It's a Sunday analysis video. I do one every Sunday. I will have a little bit of a look though. The week is full of announcements, so I'll chuck you guys onto Forex Factory, which is really good website if you're looking for low, medium and high impact news. I tend to just look at the high impact news. The other things don't really move the market too much. But I'll just jump on there quickly and we'll take you through a couple of things and I'll explain to you how that works and why that works. And I just want to show you, there was a gap up on some of the pairs this morning, and I'll just show you how a gap works and why we look at gaps and what they mean in the market on an open. All right guys, let's jump across to the charts and we'll get into it. Cool. Alright guys, just wanted to show you on the open this morning. So yesterday we did analysis on 5 pairs, so if you guys are interested in the opportunities that are potentially coming in the market this week, just skip to yesterday's video and that goes through in some detail what we're looking at and why we're looking at it in terms of opportunities this week. Yesterday I did mention a potential gap down in the market on open, so I was short pound CAD on Friday. So this was the trade here. We entered here off hourly close on midnight on Friday. Price pushed back into these levels and then we put in a nice pin bar for short on a Fibonacci retracement on the close on Saturday morning. I was looking for a gap down on open. I would have liked to see him price retrace into this pin bar then push short. It's actually done the opposite of that. It's open as a gap up, which is not ideal. Gaps generally would tell you or give you an early indication as to which direction the market is going to push for the first few days of the week. But I do, however, like the price action on the first H4 close. So price has gapped up and it's come down and it's closed. So here we've got a pin bar. Now this is where we talk about price action in context. So if this pin bar here, as an example, was down in the bottom on a support level, we would take it as bullish price action. But the exact same pin bar in a different level, so it's actually come up. If we just zoom back just for a second, you can see we've got resistance and then support and then a break, and this has come back up. So we're going to call this resistance again. So we'll just zoom back in. So the exact same pin bar that would be a bullish signal on support, if it comes up and you see the exact same thing on resistance, and it's a little bit confusing, but if you start looking at some of the greats, Steve Neeson and some of these other guys who teach candlestick price action, you'll start to understand it a bit more. So the exact same thing against resistance is called a hanging man. Now that is actually bearish price action, believe it or not. But again, if you look at some of the greats, go onto YouTube and have a look at the books. Some of the candlestick courses that are out there, they're really good information. So this hanging man in this resistance within this bearish pin bar, for me now is actually good price action again. So I'm going to continue. I've made the decision to continue to hold this open trade. We're not making anything at the moment, we're actually negative, but we're going to push down into these levels. Now I'm still expecting this price to roll over, and then on the open in the London market this afternoon, I would expect price to push down into these levels. I'm good either way, guys. If it hits my stops, it hits my stops. I'll just take the next trade. If it runs to take profits, then it runs to take profits. And then again, I will just take the next trade. It's all about being consistent in your trading, trusting your analysis and staying with it. So I just wanted to show you that gap up, but then the price action that's going to counter that. I hope that makes a bit of sense. Now, I just talked at the start of the video about some of the announcements that are coming up this week, so I'll just skip across. For you guys that are familiar, there's a website that is called forexfactory.com. Just jump on Google, type in Forex Factory, and this will come up. Now, you can see in here, these are the high impact news announcements for this week. So we've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday starting. So there's no news today on the Monday, but Tuesday we've got some announcements. So quite often you'll see different announcements coming up, like interest rate bank announcements have big impact on the market. Non-farm payrolls in the United States have a huge impact on the market. It really starts to flicker around within minutes and hours just before and after those announcements. But this week we can see, if we just skip through, we've got AUD, Australia, Reserve Bank of Australia announcements. We've got European Central Bank announcements on Wednesday. We have got Bank of Japan on Thursday, and we've got Bank of England on Friday. So this week, guys, we've got 4 big players, 4 big countries, big currencies, all making announcements, all central bank announcements, and that will fundamentally push the market one way or the other, I would have thought. So it's just good to jump on these websites, forexfactory.com, and have a bit of a look around. I'll just show you here, up in the right-hand top corner, you've got a filter. You hit that, so you can turn on medium and low impact news as well. So apply a filter. You can see now these are all the news announcements for the week. There's a lot of medium and low impact news. Now I don't consider medium and low impact news at all, because the truth is I'm trading price action. You need the market to move for one reason or another, and the low and the medium impact news don't flicker the market enough really to take entries then stops as much as the high impact news. So I generally just stick my filters on high impact news only. It just depends where your mind's at and how much information you can process as an individual. I like to keep it pretty simple. Some people like to take in loads and loads and loads of information. That's fine. If that's the way your mind works, then feel free to take in all that information. But for me, I just try to keep it as simple as possible. So I just look at the high impact only. It generally doesn't sway my opinion technically either, mind you. I still stick with my technical analysis over my fundamental beliefs. That's just the way I trade. Everyone's different, and I support people in their own way, but the technical analysis for me is key. But I just thought I'd quickly show you that, guys. All right, it's probably not too much more to say today. It's going to be a fairly boring day in the market, I would have thought. I've only got the one trade on. There is other opportunities later in the week. Like I said, skip across to Sunday's analysis. There's 5 potential opportunities this week. But I won't go back through that every day. And I will be talking to you again later in the afternoon. I've got part 3 of a 3-part series that I would like to share with you. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have some good trades. I wish you all the best with trading, and I will talk to you later in the afternoon. Okay, great. Thank you. Bye.